Good morning, everyone. Good morning, people. Good morning. Am I audible and visible to you all? Good morning, people. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, guys. Am I audible and visible? How was your exam? How was your Sunday exam? Good morning, people. Good morning, Navyashri. Wish you a very happy Doctor's Day. Thank you so much, Navyashri. Monica, good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on, other students, quickly join fast so we can start with the class quickly. So, good morning again to all of you. I hope I am audible and visible to you all. Hello, Lavanya. Good morning, dear. Hello, Nisha. Okay, Nisha, good afternoon. Okay, it's 12:05. So it's good afternoon. Sorry, guys. Correction, it's good afternoon. Shambhavi, good afternoon. Ramcharan, good afternoon. Hello, Harshita. How are you guys? How was your exam? I hope you had a very good exam. You were able to solve the paper. I hope you went through your mistakes also. Okay? And I hope you're filing your papers also. After every exam, you file your paper as well. Okay? Good. Hello, Arshita. Hello, Sobia. Hello, Srinivaslu. Yeah. So tomorrow classes will be conducted in the YouTube or app, sir. I also don't know, dear. Really sorry for that. Right now I'm not having that information as well. You will be updated, don't worry. That information will be given to you as well. Okay, updated via your WhatsApp channels or the medium which is used to communicate you all. It will be communicated. Okay. Hello, Rahul. What's up? So I hope you had a very good paper. You were able to solve all the questions as well. Okay. And now we are going to go ahead. Hello, Spurti. Good afternoon, beta. Thank you. Thank you for wishing happy Doctor's Day. Great, great, great. So next year, I also can wish you, all of you, happy Doctor's Day. So that also is my dream, desire, so that you can also join the medical colleges next year. So we will wish each other. Okay. Okay. So great, guys. Come on, let's move ahead. Last lecture, I think we completed with subphylum Cephalochordata. And now today, we'll start with subphylum Vertebrata. Okay. Vertebrata subphylum, which is also known as Craniata, Before Vertebrata, we saw the two phylums, the two subphylums, Urochordata and subphylum Cephalochordata. These guys, urochordates and cephalochordates, they are called as protochordates. They don't have a cranium or a brain box which protects their brain. So basically they were called as acraniates or acraniata. Here the vertebrates, they have a cranium protecting their brain. They have a brain box cranium, and that's why the vertebrates, these people, these animals are called as the craniata. Now, why we call them as vertebrata? Because the members of Vertebrata subphylum, they do possess a notochord. So in vertebrate, there is a notochord during their embryonic period. They have a notochord during their embryonic period, but as they become adult, the notochord is replaced. It is replaced by a more advanced structure, that is a vertebral column. Now this vertebral column might be of a cartilage nature or might be of a bony nature. So some vertebrates have a cartilaginous vertebral column, or some of them have a bony vertebral column, right? So vertebrates, they have notochord during their embryonic period, embryonic stage, and as they become adult, that is replaced by a vertebral column. Are we clear with this? And that's why a very important line is given in NCERT, that all vertebrates are chordates. All vertebrates are chordates because they have a notochord. But all chordates, the remaining chordates, the uro and the cephalochordates, they cannot be called as vertebrates. All chordates cannot be included in vertebrates because their notochord doesn't develop into a vertebral column. Are we clear with this, guys? So this is how we can symbolize that all vertebrates come under chordates. So you can see the vertebrate is a subset of a chordate, but remaining chordates which are there, the urochordates and cephalochordates, they cannot be included in vertebrates. Okay, so very important line, all vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrates. Okay, so Ganga Ratna, hi sir, I got 351, not bad, not bad. Looking at the nature of the paper was at a moderate level, not that easy as well. So 351 is a promising score, definitely you can improve a lot. Okay, moving ahead. And I think one correction is also there. In zoology, one question got corrected. You might get, all of you, an add marks is there. I think question number 71 of yesterday's paper, that is going to be an add mark. Okay. The question was related to echinodermates. Sir, in bio 351. Oh, so sorry. So sorry. My bad, really my bad. My apologies to Ganga Ratna. 351 is a very good score, okay? But still, we are at the starting level. Very basic chapters are going on, so I need you to maintain the consistency. When the difficult chapters also come up, you have the same consistency, okay? So 71st question, guys, there is one add mark to that question, okay? You might have been also notified with respect to that. I hope you acknowledge the same, okay? Next, moving ahead, guys, come on. Now talking about the other features in vertebrates. What are the other features in vertebrates? So these vertebrates have a heart, and this heart is either 2-chambered, 3-chambered or 4-chambered. But before going ahead, tell me the location of the heart. Will it be ventrally located or will it be dorsally located in vertebrates? Where is the heart situated? Come on. Easy question. Is it dorsally situated or is it ventrally situated? Come on, guys, tell me. Quickly in the chat box. Ventrally hai ki dorsally hai? Jaldi bata do. Very good, Rahul. It's ventrally located. Absolutely. It is ventrally located in the body. It might be 2-chambered, 3-chambered, 4-chambered. In Pisces and in cyclostomes, it is 2-chambered heart, 1 atria, 1 ventricle. 3-chambered heart is seen in the amphibians and the reptiles. Exception is the crocodiles, which have the 4-chambered heart. And then we have the aves, reptilia, and mammals. Aves, reptilia में crocodiles. Aves from reptilia, crocodiles, and your mammals, they have a 4-chambered heart. Okay, ठीक है? So heart is present in all the vertebrates, 2, 3, or 4-chambered. So it is also closed circulatory system. Okay, and then vertebrates do also have kidneys for excretion and osmoregulation, and they have a very well developed kidney. Actually, they have a metanephric type of nephron. Okay, not needed though, but they have a metanephric kind of nephron which is more developed than the other nephrons. Other nephrons like mesonephric nephrons. Okay, mesonephric nephrons are seen in your lower vertebrates like your amphibians and Pisces. They will have the mesonephric. In fact, reptiles also have the mesonephric nephrons, but still not required for your NEET exam though. Moving ahead, the other features of vertebrates, they have paired appendages. What do they have? Paired appendages. If you talk about fishes, fishes have the paired appendages called as fins, like the front-facing pectoral fin and the pelvic fins. Pectoral and pelvic fins, they are paired. So paired fins are there. Unpaired fins are also there, like the caudal fin, the dorsal fin, the anal fin. They are anal fins. They are unpaired. We will talk about them, which are the paired and unpaired in the Pisces. Then the other paired appendages in the vertebrates are limbs. Okay, 2 pair of limbs, that is tetrapods. Okay, the forelimbs and the hind limbs, 2 pair, seen in reptiles, mammals, aves, and your amphibians also. Okay, so amphibians, reptiles, aves, and mammals, they are tetrapods, and all your fishes, that's the Pisces, come under having the paired appendages called as fins. So on the basis of paired appendages, we can classify. If fins are present, then there's the superclass Pisces, and if it is a 2 pair of limbs or limbs are seen, we will say it is the superclass Tetrapoda. Okay, we will see that classification. Moving ahead, and here is the classification. Okay, so here is the classification in front of you. We are talking about subphylum Vertebrata. So this picture is of the NCERT picture here, and we are looking at the subphylum Vertebrata. What we are looking at? Subphylum Vertebrata. Now in subphylum Vertebrata, we are having the two divisions, Aganatha and Gnathostomata. Aganatha division is having no jaws in their mouth. They lack jaw. Aganatha. Gnath means jaw. Gnath. Gnath means jaw. Anath or Aganath means not having jaw, lacking jaw. And under this, there is only one living class present today. A majority of them have extinct. Only one living class is there. That is a Cyclostomata. Cyclo means circular. Stoma means mouth. So these guys have a circular mouth, no jaw inside, but teeth are present. That we will also see. Okay. And then going to the next division, Gnathostomata. So vertebrates based on presence or absence of jaws. Absence of jaw, you are having Aganatha. In that only one class we are going to study. Cyclostomata, remaining all of them are extinct. Then talking about Gnathostomata. Gnatho means jaw again. Stoma means mouth. So jaw-bearing vertebrates. Jaw-bearing vertebrates, Gnathostomata, is divided further into two superclasses. How many superclass? Two superclass. Superclass Pisces and superclass Tetrapoda. What is the basis here? What is the basis here? Please understand. Here the basis was jaw. Okay? If you see here, vertebrate division classification was on the basis of jaw. Jaw undi, Aganatha, jaw ledu, Aganatha, jaw present, Gnathostomata. Now on what basis we are classifying the Gnathostomata into two superclasses? So these two superclasses are basically classified on the basis of appendages. On the appendages. On the basis of appendages. Very good, Uma Devi. Right answer, appendages. If the appendage is present as fins, paired fins are there, then we will say it is superclass Pisces, fishes. And if the paired appendages are limbs, they bear limbs, we will call them as tetrapoda. Tetra, four, poda, appendages. So two pair of limbs. And in Pisces superclass, we have two classes. Chondrichthyes, that is cartilaginous fishes, their endoskeleton is made up of cartilage, and then the class Osteichthyes, where their endoskeleton is made up of bone, okay, bony fishes. So in superclass Pisces, again two classes based on what? Based on endoskeleton. Endoskeleton made up of cartilage, Chondrichthyes. Endoskeleton made up of bone, Osteichthyes. Going into Tetrapoda, they have paired appendages, or I will say paired limbs basically, and that is the class divided into amphibia, reptiles, apes and mammals. Okay? So this is all we need to complete. And talking about your syllabus, I hope you got your syllabus also for your exam. So we are having from the vertebrates till the mammals, and then the introductory part of frog is also there. Okay? Now let's quickly move ahead, guys. I hope this classification is clear to everyone. Come on, guys, give a thumbs up quickly if this classification is clear, so I can move ahead. Is this classification clear, guys? Come on, give a thumbs up. Any doubt you can ask on this here right now. ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं. ठीक है, pretty much easy. ठीक है, very good. Yeah, clear. So we will move ahead. Good. Let's start. So here you have, okay, look at this. You people take selfie, ऐसा selfie लेता है ना, ऐसा smiley करता. Look at the selfie. So this is a selfie of a lamprey, what you are seeing here. And you can very well see the mouth here. The mouth is circular. Look at the mouth. Mouth is circular, having teeth inside them. So circular mouth, Cyclostomata. Okay. And this is a lamprey. Okay. This is a lamprey, very scary. What they will do, they will go and attach with the other fish and try to suck the blood. They cannot chew anything. They cannot bite anything because jaw ledu. They cannot create a biting force or a chewing force. So they are going to just attach to other fish and suck the blood of the other fish. So they are also acting like a ectoparasite. They are also acting like a ectoparasite. You can look here, the lamprey sucking out of blood of other fish, and that may cause harm to the other fish. That may affect the other fishes, population, reproduction might be reduced. So we are talking about a division of a vertebrate. The first division of vertebrate is Aganatha. Talking about in Aganatha division, we are talking about the class Cyclostomata, cyclocircular stoma mouth. I hope you are writing, guys, also at the same time. Okay? All living members of class Cyclostomata are ectoparasites. Which parasites are they? Ectoparasites. They don't go inside their host. They are just outside sucking the blood. That's why ectoparasites. On some other fishes, mouth of this fish, Cyclostomata mouth is circular, jaw ledu, jawless. And that's why they are also called as jawless fishes. Exactly, they are not fishes, but they are called as jawless fishes, or we can say jawless vertebrates. We can also call them as jawless vertebrates. So jawless fish, jawless vertebrate. If the line is there in the question, you should understand we are talking about cyclostomata. We are talking about cyclostomata. Which is the other member, guys? Tell me. One member is a lamprey here, okay? Your petromyzone. Lamprey is there. Which is the another member in cyclostomata we talk about quickly? Tell me. Other member is hagfish. Hagfish, hagfish, that is myxine. Now hagfish is a little silent guy, okay? Myxine, yes. Myxine. Correct, Dikshit. Correct, Nisha and Spurti and Uma. Myxine. Myxine is not an ectoparasite, please remember, okay? Myxine is not ectoparasite. Myxine is basically we can say a detrivore, or a saprophytic, we can say, because it is eating mostly dead animals' body. Myxine hagfish feeds on dead animals' body in the water. Okay, so it is not an ectoparasite. But unfortunately, the NCERT has not recognized it again. They have not acknowledged it. They're just writing all living members of class Cyclostomata are ectoparasites on some fishes. So this is disheartening with respect to NTA. And hagfish doesn't show ectoparasitism. It is only shown by your lamprey. But again, for NTA NEET exam, we have to go through this line. Okay? Many times they have asked also these lines. Okay? Moving ahead. Moving ahead, guys, come on. Now talking about their body features. So they are present in water. They are mostly present in marine water. Okay, but for reproduction, they can migrate into fresh water. That we will talk about shortly. So these animals have 6 to 15 pair of gill slits. How many pair of gill slits? 6 to 15. So you can count here. Like if you count, there will be 7 here and 7 on the other side. So basically ranging between 6 to 15 pair of gill slits for respiration. The head and brain are very poorly developed, not very well developed as compared to the other higher vertebrates like mammals, aves and all. So the brain and head is poorly developed. But obvious, the brain is protected by the cranium because they are coming under craniata. But cartilaginous. The brain box will be cartilaginous. Their body is also cartilaginous only. Their body is also completely cartilaginous. Endoskeleton is there inside. Okay. And they look like a fish. Okay. We said they are jawless fishes, but they are not fishes. Their skin, if you see, it is devoid of scales, not having any scales on the skin. So body is devoid of scales. And paired fins also. Which fins? Paired fins. So fins are there. Please note, many students do a mistake here. This is a very important line which is asked in your exams. The body is devoid of scales. Scales, ledu. Scales are not present on the body. That will be seen in fishes, reptiles. Okay? So devoid of scales. And paired fins are absent. If you see a fish, pectoral fin, lower side pelvic fin, they are the paired fin present in fishes, in your Chondrichthyes, or we can say Osteichthyes. Okay, but if I say fin is completely absent on this animal, is it true? If I say fin is absent only, is it true? Paired fins are absent. But if I say fins are absent, then No fins are present then. This line will become true or false? Tell me quickly. This line will become false. Yes. No, sir. Right. Fins are there. Array, see na? Dorsal fin is there here. Mid dorsal fin is there. On the dorsal side, we can see a fin. A single dorsal fin is present medially on the dorsal side. Then we have the tail fin, which is the caudal fin like structure. Okay. So fins are there, but these are unpaired fins. So if I am an examiner, I may ask, unpaired fins are present in cyclostomes. Unpaired fin is present in lamprey and myxine. What you will say, true or false? What you will say, true or false? True, exactly. Okay, T stands for true, I think, Nisha, right? Okay, are you getting me? So be careful. Devoid of scales and devoid of paired fins. Devoid of scale, no paired fins, but just fins present. Unpaired fins present. Unpaired fins are there. So just take care of this line so that you don't do a silly mistake and then say, okay, sir, we did a silly mistake and all. Okay, now coming to the endoskeleton part. Coming to the endoskeleton part, the cranium and vertebral column are cartilaginous in nature. So we have a cranium here. Come on, cranium is there. So they are the craniates. Craniata belong to the craniata vertebrate. So cranium is there, which protects their brain. Circulation, but obvious, is closed type. Okay. And moving ahead, after this, we'll talk about their reproduction part. Which part? Reproduction part. Now let's talk about reproduction part. So lamprey, especially I am talking about lamprey, petromyzone. They normally live in marine water. Which water they live? Marine water. Okay, myxine also lives in marine water. So first of all, they live in marine water. So major life period they are in marine water. For reproduction, the lamprey is going to migrate to fresh water. So when the lamprey becomes adult and now it wants to go into the reproduction phase, it will swim and reach the river stream. They will reach the freshwater body in the rivers. There they will go and they are going to do spawning. What they are going to do? Spawning. So marine cyclostomes, especially lamprey, petromyzone, they will migrate for spawning. What is spawning? Spawning means releasing of eggs and sperms in the water. Spawning is the act of releasing eggs and sperms in water. Frogs also do the same. Frogs also do spawning. They also do external fertilization. So simultaneously, they are releasing the egg and sperm in the water. So here, cyclostomes will migrate for spawning, that is release of egg and sperm. In which water they are going? Fresh water. And after spawning, what is spawning? See, I have written here, release of egg and sperm into the water. You may quickly note down what is spawning. And within few days, the adults will die. Then the mom, dad, they will die. Okay, adults will die. And you can see here, the larva is coming out of the soil, beneath the soil. They will come out. Okay, they will eat a little bit and they will go under some transforming stages. And again, they will migrate back to which state? They will migrate to the marine water. So the larva comes out, develops a bit, and then again migrates back to marine water. See, the larva after metamorphosis, but obvious it is going into adult stage now. From larva, it will become metamorphosed. It will go under metamorphosis after eating something and then getting into an adult state and then returns to the ocean. Okay? This is very important to understand. And if I ask one more question on this, what type of migration is this? What you will say? What type of the migration is this? The animals or fishes who migrate from marine water to fresh water to reproduce and their young ones come back again in marine water. That is called as what? That is called as a anadromous migration. What we will say? Remember this word, anadromous migration. Same thing is seen in salmon fish. Which fish? Salmon. Salmon fish lives in the marine water, but for reproduction, they will go in the fresh water. And then the adult fish will die after the laying of the eggs and sperms, and then the young ones will again come back. And since here there is a larval stage beta, there is a larval stage present here in cyclostome, I will say direct development or indirect development. Tell me. Larval stage present. What you will say, direct or indirect? Tell me quickly. Come on, larva is there. What you will say, direct, indirect? Chat box, indirect. Very good, Harshita. Indirect, indirect, indirect. Yes, Nisha. And if I talk about, is it internal fertilization going on or external fertilization going on, what you will say? What you will say with respect to internal or external fertilization? Come on. They are doing spawning, guys. They are doing spawning. Egg and sperm are released in water. That is external fertilization. So please understand, guys. Direct line is not given. Direct line is not given. Okay, egg and sperm are released in the water. So we will say it is direct, it is external or internal. Apply your common sense. When gametes are released in water, we will say external fertilization. So you can write a point. Spawning, whichever animal does spawning means you have to directly mention external fertilization. Larva seen, to khatam, indirect development. Am I clear? So that's how you should yourself think as an examiner. Indirect point, external. Indirect point, larva, indirect development. Am I clear? Chalo, let's go ahead. Are we clear with this? And yes, I was talking about the migration. I was talking about the migration, and correctly, one person said, Lavanya said that, anadromous migration. Anadromous migration. Okay. What is anadromous migration? The fishes or animal which live in the fresh water migrate in, the fishes or animals live in marine water, salty water, migrate to fresh water for reproduction. They are the anadromous migrating organisms. And one of them is also your lampreys, petromyozoon. Another example I gave you, salmon fish. What is the opposite of this? What is the opposite? You should have some curiosity, right? What is the opposite of this, guys? So animals which live in fresh water, fishes especially, fishes which live in fresh water but go in marine water for reproduction, and their young ones again come back to fresh water. Exactly opposite of anadromous. That will be called as what? Which migration? That will be called as catadromous migration. That will be called as catadromous migration. Here in lamprey, what we studied? Adults are staying in marine water, reproduction, fresh water, then they die, they give rise to the larva, and then the larva will metamorphose into the adult and then come back into marine water again. Catadromous is exactly opposite. Catadromous is the organism normally lives under fresh water, but for reproduction will go in marine water, and then the young ones will again come back to the fresh water back to live again. And that is seen in one of the type of a eel, anguilla eel is there. Eel is there which shows it. Okay, so not necessary for your exam, just for your understanding, anadromous, catadromous. So once in a blue moon, if a question comes, what type of migration is this, so you should be able to solve it. Okay, you should be able to remember this. Okay, moving ahead. Okay, are we clear with this, guys? Are we clear? Acha. In some books they have given the name of the larva also. The name of the larva is amosete larva. What is the name of the larva? Larva ka naam yaad rakh sakte ho. Sometimes it is asked, very old questions. Okay, some PYQs they have given. Amosete larva. The larva name is amosete larva. Okay? Are we clear, guys? Done? Understood? Chaliye, aage badhte. Moving ahead. The two examples in front of you. The two examples in front of you, myxine, hackfish, okay, and then petromyozoon, that is lamprey. Plus one more thing is there. On their skin, if you see, do you see these white dots, guys? Do you see these white dots? White dots present on the skin. Here also these white dots are there. What do you think of these white dots are there? Can anyone tell me what are these white dots? Bolo. Can anyone tell me what are these white dots? Any idea? Kya hai ye? These white dots, what are these here? I will take white color only. You can see these white dots here. These are kind of a mucus glands. What are these? These are mucus glands that makes their skin very slippery. In fact, hackfish, if you try to, touch the hackfish, so they will get scared and they will squeeze their body. Once they squeeze their body, a lot of mucin like protein comes out of it, and then it reacts with the water and becomes a very jelly like substance. Okay, very thick jelly like substance, and it's like ew, very bad. Okay, so the predator gets little bit troubled sometime with that jelly secretion. It becomes very slimy, so if you try to pick it up, full slime will come out of your hand. So that is a protective defense mechanism of the hackfish, I can say. Similarly, unicellular glands are present on the lamprey skin also, which makes their skin very moist or slippery or slimy. Okay? Remember the scientific name: Petromyzon lamprey, hackfish, myxine. Okay, come on. After Cyclostomata division, we are done with the division Cyclostomata. Sorry, we are done with the division Aganatha. Under that division Aganatha, we studied the class Cyclostomata, and we are done with the cyclostomes. Any doubts in cyclostomes, guys? Are we clear? Give me a thumbs up. Can I go ahead? Next we will start with division Gnathostomata. Under division Gnathostomata, we are going to talk about superclass Pisces. And in superclass Pisces, we are going to talk about two classes: Chondrichthyes, Osteichthyes. Okay, let's go then. Okay, let's continue. So, Gnathostomata, jaw-bearing vertebrates division has two superclasses. And what are the two superclass? One superclass is Pisces, another superclass is your tetrapoda. In superclass Pisces, the appendages present are the fins for swimming, but obvious. And in tetrapods, we have two pair of limbs, okay? The forelimbs and the hind limbs for locomotion. So Pisces are further, superclass Pisces can be further classified on two types based on their endoskeleton especially. Pisces superclass is classified based on endoskeleton. The fishes which have the endoskeleton made up of cartilage, we call them as Chondrichthyes. The word chondri stands for cartilage. Ichthyes means fishes. So what will be ichthyology? Ichthyology will be study of fishes, right? And we can see Chondrichthyes also means cartilaginous fishes. The another fish is the Osteichthyes. Oste means bone. Okay, oste means bone. Osteocytes, osteoblast, osteoporosis, that disease related to bone. So oste is bone. Ichthyes means fishes, bony fishes. Endoskeleton is made up of bony nature. Are we clear? But there are certain differences. Other than endoskeleton, there are certain differences and there are certain similarities also. So, but obvious, you need to remember the dissimilarities, distinguish between Chondrichthyes and Osteichthyes. That is very important. But they are belonging to Pisces also. So we need to know what is the similarity in all this. So can you tell me one similarity between Chondrichthyes and Osteichthyes? What similarity do they have in their body? Come on, anyone? What is the similarity between cartilaginous fishes and bony fishes? Any one similarity? Come on. Might be related to heart. Yes, paired fins are present in both of them. Very good, Nisha. Chalo. Good job. Great. Can anyone tell me, as I said, heart? Both have heart, right? Both have closed circulatory system. So what is with respect to the heart? Ventral heart. Achha. Hey, bhai, Nisha, ventral heart is present for all vertebrates. I am saying feature of heart which is common to both of them. It's okay, don't delete your message, it's okay. Yes, Sobia Sayyed. Two-chambered heart is seen. Very good. Two-chambered heart, one atria and one ventricle. Correct. That is also similar. Talking about their body is very smartly designed. Okay. a very smart design is there on the body. The body shows a tapered ends, and such kind of body which is having streamlined body, tapered ends, that will provide least resistance while swimming. Similar streamlined body, tapered ends are seen in your birds also, aves. So when they are flying, their body is having tapered ends, so they are having least resistance while flying in birds and for swimming in your Pisces. Okay, yes, Uma Devi very well said, scales are there. Scales are also common feature. The exoskeleton part, scales, very good. Then kidneys also, both of them have kidneys, that is also there, right? But in scales, we will talk about the difference. One is having a different scale, another is having different scales. Fins already said, beta, paired fins are also there. Acha, are both cold-blooded? Are both cold-blooded? Yes or no in the chat box. Are they cold-blooded? Ectothermic, poikilothermic. Cold-blooded, ectothermic, poikilothermic, one and the same. Cold-blooded, ectothermic, poikilothermic, one and the same. Both are cold-blooded. तो ये भी common feature हो गया ना? This is also common feature, beta. ठीक है? Sexes are separate, very good. They show sexual reproduction, that is also very good. But in sexual reproduction, we are going to talk a little bit more. Like one shows internal and one shows external fertilization. One shows oviparity, one shows viviparity. We are going to talk about that as well. Okay, so I have ignited some points in your mind. Now let's go ahead with that. So talking with superclass Pisces, class Chondrichthyes. Okay, so Chondrichthyes is a class of cartilaginous fishes, where chondros means cartilage and ichthyes means fish. They bear a cartilaginous endoskeleton. So their endoskeleton is made up of cartilage. Sharks, all the different type of shark, great white shark, bull shark, tiger shark, okay, whale shark, then sawfish, rayfish, okay, electric ray, then your stingray, okay, and then chimeras also. Chimera is also there, one of the Chondrichthyes not given in NCERT. They all come under Chondrichthyes class. Endoskeleton made up of cartilage. And most of the Chondrichthyes, they are present in marine environment, very important. Majorly they are seen in marine water, sea water, but doesn't mean that it is not seen in the fresh water. Some of the Chondrichthyes cartilaginous fishes are also seen in fresh water also. Some type of ray fishes are there, okay, and some sharks are also there, like the bull shark and all. They can also come into the fresh water as well. So cartilaginous fish majorly in marine water. So they have written these are marine animals in the NCERT, but few of them are also found in fresh water as well. Okay, so it is not written exclusively marine. If it is written exclusively marine, then only marine. Are we clear? And then their body is streamlined body. Streamlined body means the body is having tapered ends. The body is having tapered ends. Like if you remember the smooth muscles, their body is having tapered ends. So if you take a fish slice, you might be making fish fry at your home, you're cutting the fishes, you look at the fish slice, it is tapered at the ends. Okay, this side also, and the body is also completely tapered throughout their length. So that provides least resistance while swimming in the water. Okay, streamlined body, a general point for all the fishes. Moving ahead, guys, come on, next point. Talking about mouth. Now, mouth is located ventrally. So if you have seen a shark mouth is not present at a terminal end. It is present little below. That's why it is called as ventrally located mouth. Let me show you a picture of the shark. Okay. Hey, apne paas shark. Look here. This is the shark. You can see the shark. Here is the mouth. Do you see the mouth, guys? Here is the mouth, and mouth is ventrally located. Mouth is not at a terminal position. Terminal, they have a very long snout-like process here. Okay. So here is not the mouth. Mouth is a terminal in position in bony fishes. If you see bony fishes, they have terminal mouth. In your Chondrichthyes, they have a ventral mouth position. What they have? They have a ventral mouth position. Look here, bony fish. Bony fish ka mouth kidhar hai? Bony fish mouth is at terminal position, at the end. Whereas for your Chondrichthyes, The mouth position is ventrally located. See here also for Scoliodon, here is the mouth ventrally located. Look at these organisms. Look at these organisms, your torpedo, electric ray, trigon, stingray. Do you see the mouth? Mouth is present beneath, inside, that is facing the sand surface. So ventrally located mouth is there. What is there, guys? Ventrally located mouth. Are we clear? So this can become a very important distinguishing point. Mouth position. Hello, Rakshita. Good afternoon, beta. Yes. So mouth position can become a very important distinguishing point. Mouth is located ventrally. Very, very important point. Okay. So if you see a shark mouth is here. See, this is ventral position. If this is shark eye, this is the ventral position of the mouth. But when I show a Osteichthyes will be like this. See, Osteichthyes mouth position is terminal, whereas shark mouth position is ventral, below. Okay, very important distinguishing point between Chondrichthyes and Osteichthyes. Done? Okay. Moving ahead. Now the controversial point. Very, very controversial point comes. I hope you are also knowing this. Notochord is persistent throughout life. Notochord is persistent throughout life. Now, sir, if notochord is persistent throughout life, that is present throughout life, then how we say they are vertebrates? How do they have a vertebral column? Okay. How many of you have doubt in this line? Please raise your hand in the chat box quickly so I can see. Or anyone having a better explanation, they can write in the chat box. Then I will go ahead with this. Okay. You are saying Chondrichthyes is a vertebrate because they have a cartilaginous endoskeleton. They have vertebral column which is made up of cartilage. But here you are saying, the NCERT says, notochord is persistent throughout life. If notochord is there in adults, then where is the vertebral column? Then how you are telling them they are vertebrates? Okay. So Hitosuki Mitsuha, someone from Japan, I think, is listening the class as well. And then Naga Darshini, okay, she is having doubt. Other people having no doubt with respect to this line? Everyone clear in mind? Notochord is persistent throughout life. Sir, we have by hearted this. Okay, no pain, just by heart the lines and go forward for the exam. Okay. Cephalochordates also, you said notochord is persistent throughout life. Cephalochordata, the notochord is present in larva also, in the embryonic stage also, and in the adults also. Okay. Cephalochordate also, you said the same, notochord is persistent throughout life, and you are saying it is a non-vertebrate, it is not showing vertebral column. But this guy here, Chondrichthyes, we say notochord is persistent. Array, if notochord is persistent, then how it became a vertebrate? How is coming here? Now the thing is that incomplete replacement. Yes, Shobhya Sayyed, very good. Okay, absolutely right. Now, when you take a shark, when you take a sawfish, Pristis, when you take a ray fish, electric ray torpedo, you take them and you look out for the vertebral column. You will get a vertebral column. You will get a vertebral column which is made up of cartilage. Cartilageous vertebra is there. But at the same time, you will be surprised to see notochord is also present. Okay, some remnants of notochords are also present. So notochord is not completely disappearing. It is still present. It means that you have the cartilaginous vertebral column also. And at the same time, you have the remnants of the notochord as well. Sir, what is the function of that notochord? Notochord is of cartilaginous nature. It provides flexibility. It provides what? It provides flexibility, structural support. Okay, so vertebral column also there. Notochord is also seen there. Are we clear with this? So notochord is also there now. There means the whole complete notochord, remnants are being shown along with the vertebrae which is making the vertebral column. So vertebral column is also cartilaginous nature, and remnants of notochord also you can see. But in bony fish, if you go, you take a bony fish, you cut it open, you check at the dorsal side, you are going to get bony vertebral column. What you're going to see? Bony vertebrae. Vertebrae are completely bony in nature. No sign of any notochord. Are we clear with this? That's why this line is there. Notochord is persistent throughout life in Chondrichthyes. Are we clear with this, guys? So just understand and remember this line. So it's a correct line. No confusion. It is a correct line. Vertebral column made up of cartilage plus remnants of notochords are also seen. That gives flexibility and structural support to the body. Are we clear with this? Are we clear, guys? Come on. Are we clear? In the chat box, give me a thumbs up so we can go ahead. Come on. ठीक है? Okay. Sir, for cyclostomata, notochord is persistent. No, beta. There is vertebral column which is made up of cartilage. There is vertebral column which is made up of cartilage. Okay? Moving ahead. Let's move ahead now. Now talking about the other points. Gill slits are seen. What are seen? Gill slits are seen, but obvious, which are helping in respiration. They are separate and without any operculum. Without any operculum. So if you have seen a shark, you would have seen the gills present. Okay, and the gill slits are clearly visible. They are not covered by a bony operculum. Bony operculum. Operculum basically here means a gill cover. That is only seen where? That is only seen in your bony fishes. Operculum is present only in bony fishes. That protects their gills. Okay, but in your class Chondrichthyes, the gill slits are directly visible. There is no covering of operculum. Again, a very important point. A distinguishing point is there here. Total, all points are distinguishing. Mouth located ventrally, Osteichthyes mouth located terminally. Notochord persistent throughout life. There is no notochord persistent throughout life. Gill slits are separate and without any operculum. There the gill slits are actually joined. 4 pair of gill slits you say na, in the Osteichthyes they are seen, but that is covered with operculum. Here the operculum is absent. Okay, and talking about skin, the next difference. So if you see the skin of your Chondrichthyes, on the skin you will get the scales, and the scales are called as placoid scales. It looks like a tooth, so we say tooth-like scales. Okay, tooth-like scales, very small, very chinna, very minute scales. Very small scales are there of placoid, and that makes the skin very tough. That makes the skin very tough and contains minute, very small size scales called as placoid scales. Small size scales called as placoid scales. Same placoid scale will not be seen in Osteichthyes. In Osteichthyes, we have circular nature appearing scales, cycloid scales, diamond-shaped scales, ganoid scales, okay, comb-like appearance scales, ctenoid scales. That will be seen in your Osteichthyes. Are we clear with all this point, guys? Come on, tell me. Are we clear with all these points? Any doubts in these points here? Okay? Any doubts in these points, guys, here?
Yeah, my son.
Come on, guys. Any doubt on these points? Quickly ask. All are the differentiating points between Chondrichthyes and Osteichthyes. Clear hai? No doubts? Acha. Now some questions. Some questions, come on. What is the other function of placoid scale? Is placoid scale seen only in the skin, or it may also go in the mouth? Placoid scale is only seen on the skin, or it also goes in the mouth? Tell me. It can also go in the mouth. Placoid scales have one more function. They can become modified teeth also. ठीक है, तो sharks teeth, what we see inside, they are nothing but backwardly oriented. The teeth are not forwardly oriented, they are backwardly oriented teeth which are made up of modified placoid scales. And sharks, as you know, they give a very pretty nasty strong bite. They have a very strong biting force, so many times their teeth also falls, but it's okay, they don't have to go to a dentist because their teeth is again replaced by the placoid scales. So they can again keep on biting here and there. So they will lose some teeth, no problem. They are having polyphodont nature teeth. It will again be continuously replaced by the modified placoid scales. Are we clear? So teeth of the sharks and the chondrichthyes, they are backwardly oriented. They are derived from the placoid scales also. And it is continuously lifelong provided with the scales. Are we clear with this, guys? So this is one thing, and they have a very strong biting force, by the way. A very strong bite force is seen. Okay, they can quickly bite the animal and just dissect them in two parts very easily. And mostly chondrichthyes are of predaceous nature. With nature they are predaceous nature. They are of predator nature. So mostly they are predators. They hunt and kill their prey. Like one of them, the great white shark, the carcharodon, and even the smaller ones, the scalodon, dogfish, sawfish, they all are basically predators, predatory nature, predaceous in nature. Okay, and very powerful jaw, very strong, powerful jaw, which bites their prey. Okay, moving ahead. Clear? Now moving to the next points. Next point, let's talk about the other systems, talking about the circulatory system. Heart is two-chambered, one auricle, one ventricle is present. This is a common point. This is a common point for both the fishes, Chondrichthyes and Osteichthyes. Just by saying that, do Osteichthyes have a very strong biting force? Do bony fish also have a very strong biting force like your sharks and Chondrichthyes? Are they predatory in nature? They are not in predatory in nature. They are chill guy. Okay? They are very chill. So they don't have the predatory nature, especially the Osteichthyes. The predaceous nature and strong jaw biting is seen in Chondrichthyes. Okay? Now, talking about heart. Heart is two-chambered, one atria, one ventricle. Okay, that is seen in both the fishes, Chondrichthyes, Osteichthyes. Same is seen in cyclostomes also. Okay? And talking about that, I want to add one more point. Do they show single circulation, incomplete double circulation, or double circulation? What is the circulation seen in fishes? Tell me. What is the circulation seen in fishes? Single circulation, incomplete double circulation, or double circulation? Since we are talking about heart, we have to address that point also. Tell me, guys. Single, double, incomplete double. क्या बोलोगे? जल्दी बोलो. Single circulation. What circulation we will say? Single circulation. Very important point. That is also there in the body fluid and circulation chapter. So how is the single circulation going on? Listen to me. From the body, the deoxygenated blood will go and open where? It will go and open via the veins into where? Into the atria. Atria will give the deoxygenated blood to ventricles, and ventricles will also pump the deoxygenated blood to gills, and from gills the blood will get oxygenated and come back to the body. Again, shall I revise this? I hope you remember this, guys. ठीक है, याद तो रहेगा आपको. Okay, single circulation, you might be remembering this from body. It goes to the atria. From atria, it will go to ventricle. ठीक है? Which blood there is going on here? Deoxygenated blood. In atria also deoxygenated blood. In ventricle also deoxygenated blood. And from ventricles it will go to gills, and gills it will become oxygenated blood. Right? So basically it is a single circulation. What it is? It is a single circulation. Are we clear? Now focus on the heart. Focus on the heart. Is heart getting any oxygenated blood? Is heart receiving any oxygenated blood? No. So that's why we say one more point. Fish's heart are venous heart. Fish's heart are which kind of heart? Venous heart. Fish's heart are which heart, guys? Venous heart. All these points again we will revise. Body fluid and circulation chapter, it is important there. We will revise that again. Okay, clear hai? But in case if the question is asked, okay, so you have to answer. Okay, guys. So this is single circulation in fishes. Single circulation in your fishes. Okay, let's move ahead. Come on. Going ahead. Next. Now some extra points which is given in NCERT. This guy you can see here is a torpedo. That is also known as electric ray. Don't touch the electric ray because electric ray will give you shock. It can give a very strong electrical shock which may almost stuns their prey, or as a defense mechanism also it can use. Basically some modified muscle organs are there here, and this muscle organs have the ability to generate the electric current, very strong current. Okay, they can give. And then here is the trigon. Don't go near this trigon. That is the stingray. They have a poison present in their sting. So if someone, scares them or in offense or defense, they can, penetrate the sting along with releasing the poison inside, and that may lead to some paralytic problem to the animal, or some heart rate might be affected, or related to the body organs it can damage. Okay? So remember, electric organ, electric ray, torpedo, poison, stingray, trigon. Am I clear, everyone? Both are very similar in shape. Okay, kite-like appearance, but one can generate electricity, one cannot. Okay, and then we have a very bigger one, a very, very big one. Okay, more bigger than my hands. Okay, combined together also. That is the manta ray. The manta ray. Okay, it is also the bigger one. That is also ray only, ray fish. So they also belong to Chondrichthyes only. Are we clear? Now coming to the reproduction part and the other points as well. So here they have written, Chondrichthyes are cold-blooded animals, poikilothermous, ectothermic. You can also write ectothermic. They cannot regulate their own body temperature. They cannot regulate their own body temperature. External environment regulates their body temperature. Okay, so that's why ectothermic. They are not endothermic are warm-blooded animals. Cold-blooded, ectothermic, poikilothermous, they lack the ability to regulate body temperature. Again, this point is common for Chondrichthyes also and Osteichthyes also. Next point, sexes are separate. Sexes are separate means they are unisexual. Male, female are separate sexes. You can identify also, male, female, you can identify also. What we have to do, like here you can see, one is a female scalidon or a dogfish, shark-like animal, and here also we have a male. So this guy is the male, this guy is the female. As you can see, claspers, a pair of clasper is present. Okay, so sexes are separate. Okay, let's understand this, very important. And you can see some sexual dimorphism also here. You can see sexual dimorphism here. So sexes are separate. I will say it is unisexual. In males, we are talking about males. So this one is the male and this guy is the female. Okay. So in males, the pelvic fins bear claspers. So look at this. These two fins here are pelvic fins. ये कौन सा fin है? Pelvic fin. इधर भी देखो ये कौन सा fin है? Pelvic fin. Now pelvic fins are paired. Pelvic fin paired. Here also male, pelvic fin paired. But near the pelvic fins, extension of the pelvic fins is called as the claspers. What it is called as? A clasper. It is a copulatory organ. What it is, guys? It is a copulatory organ. Like in human males, penis is there. Okay, not exactly it's a penis, but it has a similar function like a penis. Penis helps to deposit the sperms in the female body, that is insemination. Here also the clasper. At a time, one of the clasper can get inserted here. Here you can see there is a cloaca here. Okay, here is a cloaca. A opening is there. A cloacal opening is there in which one of the clasper is inserted and the sperms are released inside the female body. And this is called as internal fertilization, because the sperms are going inside the female body. We are having internal fertilization, and that will lead to the embryonic development inside the female body. And then ultimately the female will give birth to young ones. Young ones are being born. So that's why in Chondrichthyes we see viviparity. The viviparous nature is there, directly giving birth to young ones. So due to the claspers, internal fertilization, and many of them can be viviparous, giving birth directly to young ones. Are we clear? And see, there is a sexual dimorphism point also. You just flip the sharks, okay, and you can see if clasper present, it is a male, clasper not present, it's a female. You have to look at the pelvic fin, okay, on the ventral side. Are we clear with this point? Whereas Osteichthyes sexes are separate, but they don't have the claspers. So you cannot directly distinguish between the male and female Osteichthyes fishes. There they are showing external fertilization. Egg and sperm are released outside. And when egg is released, and since they are releasing the eggs, they are not giving birth to young ones, we will say oviparous condition. Which condition? Oviparous condition. External fertilization and oviparous condition, we will say. Are we clear? That is a very important distinguishing point between Chondrichthyes and Osteichthyes. Yes or no, guys? Are we clear with this? Quickly in the chat box. Jaldi bolo bhai. Jaldi, jaldi, jaldi. Are we clear, guys? Yes? In the chat box, guys, quickly. Are we clear with the fertilization part, reproduction part? Theek hai? Yes, come on. Sir, question, Jitu has asked one question. Beta, I have not seen your question. Can you write it again, Jitu? Jitu, I think I missed your question, beta. You can go ahead and ask the question, no problem. Anyways, let's move ahead. Moving ahead. Okay. Examples are there on the screen. One more thing. Air bladder is there, air bladder. Air bladder or swim bladder, where the fish can fill air inside the bladder, and that air bladder or swim bladder will provide buoyancy so that the fish can float. That is not seen in Chondrichthyes. Chondrichthyes, guys, sharks and all, ray fish, they will not have any air bladder. Sir, clasper is seen in Chondrichthyes. Yes, Jitu, we are talking about Chondrichthyes only. Claspers are not seen in the Osteichthyes. Okay, one more clasper-like structure is there, which is present in insects to hold basically the female insect. But that is a different story. That is completely different from here. And that's why the name clasper. Clasp means to hold something. Clasp means to hold something. So here also, the male is actually using it as a copulatory organ, okay, with the female. So clasper name is given though, but the clasper can be seen also as a structure which can hold the female insect. That is in the insecta, but that is not taught. That is not our part of syllabus. So right now just claspers you remember with respect to Chondrichthyes. Am I clear? Okay? Chaliye. I hope we go ahead. Let's quickly look at the examples, guys. Come on. Examples. Scalidon, dogfish. You can see small chinna shark-like fish, Scalidon. Okay, you can see the pectoral fin, the pelvic fin, the dorsal fin, the caudal fin. Here also you can see pectoral, pelvic fin, dorsal fin, then the anal fin, then the caudal fin. Okay, so the fins are there, and you can see the caudal fin also. In their caudal fins, the caudal fin is unequal. The caudal fin is unequal, if you can see. Such a tail is called as heterocircle tail. Such a tail is also called as heterocircle tail or heterocircle caudal fin. But when you see in bony fishes, the tails are of equal sizes. The caudal fin, both upper lobe and lower lobe, is equal size. We say homocircle tail. But again, that point is not given in NCERT. Okay? So Scalidon, dogfish. Why it is called as dogfish? Why it is called as dogfish? Because they have a very strong sense of smell. Okay, the olfactory system. You might have heard sharks and related to sharks. They have a very strong sense of smell because their olfactory system is developed very well. So that's why a small drop of blood also in a 5-kilometer radius can be very easily sniffed, easily smelled by the sharks. And Scalidon, dogfish, also has a very strong sense of smell power. That's why dogfish it is written. Then you have Pristis, which has a saw-like mouth part, that is a sawfish. Then the Carcharodon. The Carcharodon, that is the great white shark, a biggest predator, one of the top predators in the marine environment. And then we have the trigon, stingray, and torpedo. We studied electric ray. Are we clear with this, guys? Are we clear? You can just make one note, guys. 2 paired fins and 3 unpaired fins, which I told you. Okay, if this question comes, you should be knowing this. Okay, 2 paired and 3 unpaired fins. 2 paired कौन से होते हैं बोलो? Which are the 2 paired ones? The 2 paired ones are the pectoral and pelvic fins. Pectoral and pelvic fins ये हो जाएंगे यहाँ पे, ठीक है? Just an extra point I am giving you here. And then you can also write unpaired fins. In unpaired fins, you may mention the dorsal, ventral, and caudal fin. The dorsal, ventral, and caudal fin. Okay? So just make a small point somewhere. The fins which are paired, they are the pectoral and the pelvic, and the fins which are unpaired, they are the dorsal, ventral, and caudal fins. That's all. Let's move ahead to the next class. The next class we are going to talk about is class Osteichthyes. Class Osteichthyes. Ostei-bone ichthyes means fishes. They have both marine and freshwater fishes. Means they can be found in freshwater also and marine water also. So a lot of species in marine water, a lot of species in freshwater. And very important also because some examples which are given, some are freshwater example, some are marine water example. So they will ask you freshwater Osteichthyes or bony fish, marine water bony fish, you have to identify. Their endoskeleton is made up of bony in nature, bony endoskeleton. So vertebral column, cranium, everything is bony in nature, and the body is streamlined. Again, tapered ends are seen, and they have a streamlined body, least resistance while swimming. Again, you can see the caudal fin. This is I was talking about, the tail fin. You can see the upper lobe and the lower lobe equal size. That's why homo circle tail. Sometimes this word is used. Many reference book have given that. Okay, moving ahead. Next point, mouth is terminal. If you compare with Chondrichthyes, mouth was ventral. Here the mouth is at the end. That is called as a terminal mouth, and that leads to a digestive tract, leads to an anus. That is a okay point. Then 4 pair of gills are present. What are present? 4 pair of gills. Now you can see the gills are like continuous layers. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 layers are there, but the 4 layers are continuous with each other. So 4 pair of gills covered by what? Covered by a bony operculum. So bony operculum basically protects their gills. And operculum in between opens and closes, open and closes. When it opens, the water goes in and then it will close. So water will interact with your gills. There will be some exchange of gases, and that's how the oxygen is taken from the water. Again, the operculum will be open and the water will be released. And from the same gills, these gills in bony fish not only help in respiration. You can tell me one more point. What does gills also help in bony fishes? Respiration there, respiration undi. What is the another function which is given in another chapter for bony fishes' gills? Come on in the chat box. In the chat box, come on, jump with the answer. Bony fishes' gills also help in what? Other than respiration, they also help in what? Come on, yes, yes, very good. Kiranmay, Kirtani, Sobia, Sayyad, absolutely right, beta. Gills बोल सकते हैं बेटा, gills, gills, gill slit नहीं बोलेंगे, gills बोलेंगे, gill slit Chondrichthyes में बोलेंगे, यहाँ पे सिर्फ gills word use करना है, okay? So, yes, excretion, what excretion? आगे तो बोलो भाई, किसका excretion? Urea excretion, ammonia excretion, uric acid excretion. Correct answer, excretion. Gills also help in excretion. Excretion of ammonia, ammonium ions, NH4 plus ammonium ion given in excretion chapter. So it also helps in ammonia. That's why bony fishes are ammonotelic. But that's why bony fishes are ammonotelic. Ammonotelism. Ammonia is their chief excretory waste. What about Chondrichthyes? Chondrichthyes, gills first of all are not, gill slits are not used for excretion, right? They are ureotelic. Chondrichthyes ureotelic, Osteichthyes ammonotelic. See, indirect distinguishing point we are getting here. Okay? So very important, just remember that if that question comes, that is also belonging to animal kingdom only, na? So Chondrichthyes, urea is their chief waste, ureotelism. So sharks, rays and all, the Chondrichthyes are ureotelic, urea is their excretory waste. Here we will talk about the ammonia as the waste, chief excretory waste, ammonotelism. Okay, Next point I said, the gills are protected. The gills are protected by a bony operculum. The nature of operculum is bony. So since it is bony operculum, it cannot be seen in cartilaginous fishes because they are made up of cartilage body. Okay, so operculum protects the gills. Next point, exoskeleton. Scales are present in both the fishes. In your Osteichthyes also Chondrichthyes, but the scales are different here. Circular nature pattern, cycloid scales, comb-like appearance, ctenoid scales, diamond shape or rhomboid shape, I can say they are the ganoid scales. Okay, so different scales are present here. Okay, they are little bigger size. So if you have eaten fish, when you bring fish, like if you're eating freshwater fish, the rohu and all, okay, and if you're eating any marine fish like bangada and all, mackerel and all, so when you scrape the skin, big sizes, chunks of scales come out. So scales are relatively little bigger in size, and because placoid scales were very minute, teeth like very minute scales, here they are cycloid scales like this. Scale might be cycloid. If comb-like, then it will be ctenoid scale. And if diamond shape scale will be like this. Ganoid scales, diamond shape or rhomboid shape. Are we clear? Tooth-like scales, placoid, were seen in Chondrichthyes. So exoskeleton comprises of cycloid, ctenoid or ganoid scales, which is a dermal in origin. Are we clear with this? Are we clear? So scale difference, very important. Okay. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. Then moving ahead, next point, another next important point, swim bladder or air bladder. Okay, so you can see in your fish aquarium, we keep normally the bony fishes, especially the more commonly the angelfish and the fighting fish beta. Okay, pterophyllum. So that fish are holding their position. They are not constantly swimming. Okay. They are just holding their position. Why? Because they are able to float. They show buoyancy. And the buoyancy part is coming from where? The air bladder or the swim bladder. So bony fishes have a sac-like outgrowth, swim bladder or air bladder arising from the dorsal wall of the esophagus. It is used to maintain the balance and also helping buoyancy. So if they maintain the air inside it, they can float. If they remove the air, they can sink down. Right? But your Chondrichthyes, sharks and all, sharks ho gaya, ray fish ho gaya, they need to constantly swim. They need to constantly swim. If they don't swim, the shark will sink down. Am I clear? So that's why they, when they want to rest, the ray fishes, the stingray, the electric ray, the sharks and all, when they want to rest, you will normally find they are very near to the bottom of the sea. Okay, so they are lying low. At that time, they are not swimming. Okay, that much, they are resting below. And when they are active, they are constantly swimming on the upper side of the water, basically hunting. Okay? So swim bladder is present only in the Osteichthyes, absent in the Chondrichthyes. Again, the similar point which we studied, heart again two-chambered, one auricle, one ventricle, one atria, one ventricle, venous heart. Heart is only pumping deoxygenated blood. Atria, ventricle, both are pumping deoxygenated blood. That's why a venous heart. And they are again cold-blooded animals. All this point is similar to the Chondrichthyes also and Osteichthyes as well. ठीक है बेटा, ये point भी हो गया. Then moving ahead, with respect to reproduction point. With respect to which point? Reproduction point. Sexes are separate. Male, female, separate sex. ठीक है? Fertilization is usually external. So they release the gametes outside their body. Okay, release of egg and sperm in the water, that will lead to an external fertilization, and they are mostly oviparous. Since they are laying the eggs outside, they are oviparous, and development is direct. Development is direct. So from their egg, you can see a chinna size finger, a chinna size fish comes out. Okay, that is very much similar looking like an adult. That's why it is called as which development? A direct development. Remember this. And what are the examples? Now examples are divided into marine water and fresh water. In marine water, we have Exochetus, the flying fish, hippocampus, seahorse. Hippocampus, you also study in limbic system in your brain. Hippocampus, limbic system of the brain. So basically, if you see the shape of this, the seahorse, hippocampus, and when you see the structure of hippocampus in your limbic system, it is very similar. So in the limbic system, that part was very much resembling to the hippocampus shape. That's why the name has given hippocampus there. There it functions as a memory. Here it is a fish. Okay. So hippocampus, seahorse. Okay. Don't literally go with the name hippo on the campus. So you don't have a college campus where a hippopotamus is roaming. It's not a hippocampus. Okay. Then freshwater, very bad joke, sorry. Then we have the freshwater example. Freshwater example found in freshwater, Labio rohita. Labio rohita. Labio is the genus name. Rohita is the species. Rohu is the common name. Katla. C for Katla is scientific name. K for Katla is the common name. Clarius, the scientific name. Magur is the common name. And these are all edible fishes. Okay. Labio ho gaya, Rohu, Katla and Magur. They are highly edible species which are consumed a lot. And then we have the aquarium fish. Aquarium fish is mostly freshwater only. So aquarium also, if you have freshwater fishes only in your home in aquarium. So both are the freshwater, the beta fighting fish and the pterophyllum, the angel fish. Are we clear with this, guys? Okay? Are we clear with this? Are we clear with the examples? And that completes what? That completes your Osteichthyes. That complete your Osteichthyes. Okay? Clear, everyone? Any doubt in Vertebrata, Cyclostomata, Vertebrata characteristics, Cyclostomata characteristics? Okay? Quickly ask. I will drink water meanwhile. Any doubt coming in your mind, guys? Please quickly ask. ठीक है? No doubt? No doubts, guys? ठीक है, very good. So in the next class, we will talk about the amphibians, reptiles, mammals, okay? And in the last class, we'll talk about the frogs and introduction of the frog starting, and we will complete it, okay? So that's all, guys. Thank you so much. I will stop the class here. Okay, time's up. I will see you day after tomorrow. No doubts. Very good. So weekend syllabus. Weekend syllabus is from whatever we are starting from today. Vertebrata. From vertebrates till your introduction of frog. Okay, and you have a space exam also. And I think there are 2 exams. You have one PACE exam and one space exam is also there. And we will conduct the space exam with the previous week syllabus also. So whatever was the previous week syllabus and this week syllabus combined, space syllabus will be there. So space exam also on there on Monday, and PACE whatever we complete till Saturday, that is basically we'll try to complete till introduction of frog. Are we clear? No doubts, that's it? ठीक है बेटा. Chalo, we will close the class now. That's all. Thank you so much. Kindly read and come in the next class. Do read and come in the next class. Kindly solve MCQs. Go through a lot of MCQs. Practice a lot of MCQs. Okay. Solve some good questions. Any question you get stuck, kindly ask in the classes. You can ask me. You can type quickly and give me in the chat box so we can clear your doubts as well. Okay, guys. That's it. Bye bye. Take care.